Who's tuning in? Who's tuning in? Well, I have a very phenomenal segment for all of you. Those of you who are avid watchers and listeners of my content, I have a special prize for you at the end if you tune in straight to the end. Will you tune in to the end? Let's find out on Men Talk Thursdays. Welcome back to another segment of Men Talk Thursdays, where we help you build a greater sense of self-belief, self-reliance, and impact. My name is Alexander Barry Camp, also known as Master Kanaichu Camp. I'm a men's development coach. I help men like you get fit, make money, find love. For me on my journey as a man, I always admired many different anime characters who have shown some form of self-discipline. Whether it was Goku from Dragon Ball Z, who trained himself so hard until all of his enemies would fear him, to some of our favorite uh, anime characters such as Rock Lee, who didn't have no genjutsu. He only had taijutsu. He had no ninjutsu. He had taijutsu. Where he would say, if I cannot do 500 push-ups, I'll do 200 sit-ups. If I cannot do 200 sit-ups, I'll do 1,000 pull-ups. To all the various characters of your liking that you watch who exhibit some form of strength and self-discipline. As a man, it would be a shame for you to go your whole entire life without recognizing what your body is capable of. To be in great and fantastic shape is amazing. For myself, I find myself being able to run circles around many people my age and younger. Yes, I'm over 30 now, 31 to be exact. And I remember a lot of my associates complaining. Even people before I reached age 30 were like, boy, your body don't be like how it used to be though when you're young though. And they'd be complaining how they would get injured, their elbows would hurt, their knees would hurt, they have back pain and all these things. And I'm like, huh? Okay, I can't wait till I reach 30 to see what's going on. But then next night, I reach 30, I'm 31, and I'm still competing in bodybuilding fitness competition, more athletic than ever, and I don't have any trouble whatsoever. However, I realize a lot of you guys have been messaging me, telling me that you're having issues. One good gentleman who runs a lawn care business reached out to me saying, bro, I need your help, man. I gotta get in shape. I feel horrible. Like I don't feel like I'm attractive enough for my woman. It's like and plus I don't feel like I confident in myself and I don't feel confident even in the bedroom because I just don't feel on my game. And I'm like, hey, a lot of the things that you're experiencing is simply because you are lacking a system and how to implement the right habits that get you the best results with your physical body. As Superman Alpha, my job is to be an example of what can be achieved and also to give you the blueprint in order to be able to achieve life success. And that looks like number one, greater shape of the muscles and body, energy and vitality, the ability to know how to apply strategies to make more money and make it more easily compared to having a hustle and bustle. Being in a hustle and bustle, it's just going to burn you out. And also, to being able to find the right type of relationship is going to supplement and help you to be happy about your life. I see a lot of so-called gurus out there, a few others that we watch, I won't name them, but they all talk, well, man should not be happy. Happiness is for children and women. That's a lie. You should be happy. Your happiness is contagious. As a matter of fact, if you're not happy as a man, you're going to cause everyone around you to feel miserable. And it's imperative that you be happy. I'm not talking about happy, like, yeah, you can laugh and have fun sometimes, but I'm talking about the type of happiness that's between inspired and confident. And think about what that looks like. It looks like someone with a nice slight grin and just fire in his eyes. Like, yep, I can handle that no matter what happens. Anyway, today's topic in Man Talk Thursdays, because we help you get fit, make money, find love, is how to get a six pack. As I've said before, it'll be a shame for you as a man to grow old without seeing what your physical body can do. And one of the measures of physical fitness is getting a six pack. Now, if you look around you, especially in the Bahamas, the Kwame of the Bahamas, we realize that they said that 80% of the population is obese, meaning that they're overweight, they have excess body fat, and with that comes problems such as communicable diseases, such as lethargy, such as laziness, such as depression, such as inability to perform in life situations or even to think properly. There's a direct correlation to your body fat percentages and your ability to think, to be a sharp thinker, because the body is electrical in nature. They call it bioelectricity. And for communication to come from one cell to the next, there has to be conditioned neurons and networks of the nervous system. Now, if your nervous system is surrounded by too much fat and the wrong type of fat, all the signals become sluggish, the body's rhythm becomes off, the endocrine system becomes short, the nervous system is short circuited, and therefore you cannot perform to your highest capability. This is why it is said that you should not trust people who are out of shape because number one, their body is their first place of business, meaning that their body is their home. Number two, you walking around with your body is literally a business card. When people look at you, they're going to determine a lot about you, a lot about your habits just by looking at you. So when you get a six pack, that tells people that number one, this guy is active. Number two, this guy has some form of discipline. Number three, this guy can possibly kick your ass. So how to get a six pack and why people don't get a six pack. Now, how you get a six pack is a combination of well, five things. I like to use the five finger rule because we have five fingers. Like the divine power blessed us with these digits. We can do so many things. Like we use our hands to make money, use our hands to love, touch, feel, to eat. And therefore, I believe that anything that takes more than five principles to make it work, it is too complicated and it will make life much more difficult. So, five. The first thing, if you want to get six pack, number one, you need to be exercising. Exercise in the form of activeness, meaning that you are moving, meaning you are doing some form of cardio, whether it be jump rope, you're walking, you're running, sprinting. You can see that a lot of sprint athletes are very good condition. You look at them, a lot of them have six-pack abs. Why? Because running is a full body exercise because especially if you're sprinting, it requires all muscles and coordination to be active and fire your fast twitch muscles so that you can be able to get from point A to B in the fastest time possible. Therefore, it pulls on the core muscles because you're moving your leg at a high level. And also the reasons why you want to get a six pack or be in shape much better so you can see abs is number one, your core is everything. In the Chinese philosophy, the core is very important. It's known as the dantian. It is the point where energy is stored within the physical body. When the core is stabilized and the core is filled with energy, vitality can shoot to other portions of the body. It's like the center of energy where everything pools. So when your core is strong, number one, you're able to lift more, you're able to perform better, you have more confidence. Even in Japanese samurai, they talk about the dantian and also to how that's where the confidence or the ability to be confident and courageous comes from. The gut. That's why some people say, hey, you don't got no guts, bro. Well, we're not talking about the physical guts like the intestines, but we're talking about the energy which resides there. The more energy you have in there, the more confident you're gonna have so that you can achieve your goals. But back to what I was saying, first thing is exercise in the form of sprinting, running, and also to lifting weights, calisthenics such as pull-ups, push-ups, sit-ups, of course. So you want to be doing some form of ab exercise targeted, but also to remember that every exercise uses the core. They use it indirectly, but directly exercise are like planks, shotguns, sit-ups, crunches, leg ups if you hold them from pull-up bar. So the reason why exercise is important for getting a six pack because you can't reveal your abs, and I know I use the term reveal unless there is motion and movement. You see, movement reveals because it's almost like a rock and water going across a rock. And over time, the water motion going across the rock is going to shape the rock. The rock is like your rock hard abs that you want to get. And the only way that's going to happen is that you're going to have movement, which is going to, one, burn fat, body fat. Okay. So the whole reason why we exercise, number one, increase testosterone, boost your hormone function, your endocrine system function. Next, chisel or shape the body. Next, make the muscles stronger and increase mobility, strength, and flexibility. So this same thumb, which is very important, is exercise, right? Exercise, stretching, cardiovascular, exercises, jump rope, stairmaster, whatever it is that you prefer to do. I prefer jump rope because number one, it's easy, it's simple, and I don't have to buy equipment. Imagine buying a whole treadmill just to walk. Like what you can spend $700 just to walk, go on the park, or just get a jump rope for 5 to 7 to 10 bucks, and then boom, do 300 jump rope, 400, 500, and I guarantee you're gonna get way more excited because when you're jumping up and down, you literally like getting the cells to release toxic waste as well. Moving on to the next one. The second way, or how to get a six pack, is besides exercise, is diet. Diet is literally like 80% of the journey because many people can't see their abs is because is covered up with a bunch of foolishness, a bunch of junk. You ever see like how when your room is not clean, you can't find anything? What you're looking for is there, but it's covered by something. Same thing with your abs. When you look down, you can't see abs. It's covered by something. It's covered by a high percentage of body fat. So therefore, you want to eat proper so that the foods can literally pass through you. Many guys have issues because they don't go to the bathroom on time. If you're not going to, if you eat 3 times a day and you only go to the bathroom once every 3 days, then that's the issue. You're going to develop diseases because your intestinal tract is going to be filled. Your colon is going to have a lot of rotten food. Food is going to putrefy, rotten, cause toxin buildup, cause parasites. Then boom, you're going to be sick, weak, wonder why you're always sniffling, always have colds, always weak, always complaining. And as a man, that's not sexy at all. Women are going to run away from you. If you're a superman like me, then women are going to be attracted to you. It's going to be very easy. But like I said, diet is like 80% of it because most guys try to work out, exercise. I've seen people went to the gym for 3 years straight, consistently, and I see no change. I'm like, what the heck are they doing? But I look at deeply into that. I ask them what they eat everything. How they eat cookies, bread, pasta, pizza. They eat lots of rice and junk food, and they drink all the energy drinks, take all the powders out there and all that stuff, and that's what they end up with a weak body. They may be stronger because they lift weights and so forth, but their physical body doesn't look aesthetically pleasing. All right. So the third thing is rest and recovery. Many people they go to bed too late, so their circadian rhythm is out of whack, and their body can't really synthesize proteins properly because it is not given a chance in order to be able to do it at the right time. So therefore, rest is very important because rest is literally where your muscles repair. No matter how much you exercise, you break down the muscle, which we talk about the thumb, right? You break down the muscle, but if it can't have a good repair cycle, you're gonna keep tearing down, and then the muscle's gonna become burnt out and it's not gonna build and look robust as it should. So sleep is very important. Ideally, you want to go to bed around 10:30, maybe up to 11:30, but no, most of us in this day and time, because we have cell phones, we have work obligations, that's not possible. But you want to get as much rest as possible. 7, 8 hours is suggested. All right. The fourth thing on how to get a six pack, I talk about exercise, it's talk about stretching. Now, many people don't stretch at all, and they wonder why they're stiff. People think that, hey, it's old age, you just stiff. Now, we understand that when a physical body decomposes or it begins to, when life has left the body gets stiff. So your life is leaving you because your body's getting stiff. You don't stretch. Stretching is very important because stretching allows for the muscle tissue, the fascia, to be able to be supple and rubber band like. So imagine if your nutrition is off, that's how you get injured because your body isn't as elastic or responsive, so muscle could tear. When your nutrition and hydration is on point, then you're gonna be able to it's gonna be more supple and it's gonna be able to be malleable or manipulated. All right. So, like I say, stretch is very important. You need to be stretching your back, your core, your back, your side, your legs, all these things add into one because remember, the body isn't a unit, doesn't have units that work by themselves. Everything works interdependently, meaning that everything is connected. When you stretch your legs, that's gonna pull on the upper parts of your back. When you stretch your shoulders, it's gonna pull on your obliques and your side. So everything's connected. And what's the fifth one? Well, the fifth one is literally having a system. If you want to see your six pack abs, already talk about being active through exercise, already talk about nutrition, already talk about sleep, already talk about stretching. And like I said, the other one is just a consistent routine. Because see, you could exercise, but if you just exercise once a week, you're gonna see results slow. So you're gonna need to have a system, literally like a to go to list, a checklist that you do every day, and that would include drinking enough water because a lot of you can't see out because your colon is stuck with a bunch of fecal matter that is not getting out. The more properly hydrated you are, number one, the faster you build muscle. Number two, the easier for your body to eliminate old foods. So definitely you need to have a system. If you want to learn a system like that, I can show you exactly everything I explain because what I explain, everybody know, yeah, I know, do eat right, this and that. But you need to be accountable. To be held accountable, you need a coach. This is why I'm here because I help men get fit, make money, find love. Because if you could have done it already, you would have already done it. But the fact that you have so many distractions, you scroll on your phone so much, you lack the inspiration, the insight. This is why you pay coaches. I paid a coach to help me be able to build my brand better because, even though I knew what to do, is like it was very challenging because I was so distracted. Too many things going on. Like when you have someone to make you do something, it's different. So that's why I would suggest you book a coaching call, or number one, you send me a message and find out which one of the programs can work for you. Now, a program is something that's designed for you to get a steady result by putting in steady actions. And then also, too, as me being your digital coach, I keep you accountable and being able to like work through that process because you're not no man is an island. And many times we have the potential, and potential means nothing unless we act upon it. And the only reason why we could bring our potential is by having a coach. I even hired a coach for fitness. I compete in bodybuilding and fitness, and yes, I can work by myself, but a coach is gonna push you beyond the limits that you think you have. Like for instance, if I tell you, if you know that, okay, I have to do 53 sets of 50 push-ups, and there's no one there watching, you may do, say, you know what, man, 40 is good, man. The first set you do 40, second set you say, no, I can do 35, and the third set you do 20. That time, if you had a coach, go say, you can complete them 50, and you complete that. I mean, just to be held accountable, you know what I mean? So now, lastly, to wrap this up, what's the reasons why you want a six pack? Number one, it'd be a shame for you to grow old and not see what your body can do. I mean, don't you want to be like that older guy who literally, when he has grandchildren or grandkids, they literally could look and say, "Hey, Granddad, how do you look back in the day?" And be like, "Yeah, see me right there? Look how I look. Look at my abs. Look at my chest. Look at that. I was in peak condition. I did this. I did that, and I have things to look back on." And then also too, it helps you to live longer, be more fit for life because your core is everything. Your core helps you to get up, sit down. Your core is engaged in every exercise, even in horizontal cardio, which we call sexual activity. Because without that core being strong, you're gonna be a quick one who's gonna like lead quickly. So these are some of the reasons why you should get abs. Like, and besides, it shows discipline. The next time someone comes around, you want to be the one walking around and say, "Hey, look at my six pack abs," right? Anyway, y'all, I don't want to take you too much of your time, but I would like to thank you for like listening out. But this is Men Talk Thursdays, where we help you get fit, make money, find love. If you find this content interesting, like, comment, share, ask questions, pin. Don't be afraid to ask questions. A lot of you have questions you're afraid to ask, simply because you don't want to look stupid. No one's watching you, bro. Just ask the questions, and that's how you get further in life. Because at the end of the day, when you see 10 years from here, what would you like your life to be like? Would you want to be the same person you are, making the same income, looking the same way? Or you want to be the man who's like, people say, boy, that boy, he got it going on, man. So I gotta be the man which I am, who they say, boy, that boy got it going on. That boy, he always a part of something amazing. He always having something new going on. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm doing. Anyway, y'all, thanks so much for tuning in. Have a wonderful evening. Men Talk Thursdays out. Superman, stay confident. Get my book, The Black Superman, Third Time Makes of Power. This book helps you be able to stay on top of your mental game, man. Because your mentality is everything. Without your mind, everything else falls down. There's no instructions to how your life should go.